Alright, so welcome back again. In this video, today it is like day 14 lab. So we're gonna have to do something new. We're gonna have to face some problem. Okay. Alright, so it's time to start. Alright, so let me start to read. The production supporting or execution core industry has deployed some of the least monitoring tools to keep in mind on every service application etc running on the systems. So one of the monitoring system reported about Apache service unavailability on one of the app servers in Stratos DC. So they find an issue. So one of the app server is not working properly, right? So identify the faulty app host and fix the issue. Make sure Apache service is up and running on all apps hosts. So they might not have hosted any code yet on these servers. So you don't need to worry about it if Apache isn't serving any pages. So just make sure the server is up and running. Also make sure Apache is running on port 5004 on all app servers. So so the first point we're gonna have to identify the faulty app on all app servers. So I will open 3 terminal, first one and the third one. So they might not have any hosted any code yet on this server, so you don't need to worry about Apache service. So the only thing we're gonna have to make Apache server is running on the port 5004, right? So let me go to the app server one. So app server one is tuning, right? So SSH tuning step 01. I will say yes. Alright, so I will paste the password. So now we are on the app server one. So let me check the sudo system ctl status httpd service, because Apache service is a kind of http service. Apache is brand name, but in the system they use httpd service. That's why we're gonna check for the http service. So tuning again. So now the server is not active, it's a fail. So maybe something's wrong. So okay, so let me check the http service configuration file. So using vi that file is located etc httpd conf httpd conf dot conf. So let me check the listening port. So listening port is 5004. That's correct. So we don't need to fix anything here. So I will escape it. So 2a. So let me start the httpd service. So sudo system ctl sudo system ctl start httpd. So now the server is not working because the control process is system with the error code. So maybe some service is using port 5004. So let me check the socket link and network service. So we will choose TCLP. I don't remember. Grip. I don't remember comment. That's the correct comment. 5004. Oh, I think that is not correct. Let me check. Is the correct comment? Correct comment. socket detail and DTIS TCP socket details. So here is not correct comment. Alright, so correct comment is like there we are. Yeah, is the correct? Is the correct? Oh, TL and P. Sorry, I got it. So TL and P, T and L, T and LP, right? So this I was wrong. Okay. So now on the port 5004, send email service is running. That's why we cannot start to the HTTP service. So now we're gonna have to stop the send email service. Sudo system ctl stop send mail service, and then finally we will make it disable disable send mail. So alright, so now let me check this command line again this time. So we don't have any service on running that is running on 5004 port. So alright, so this time let me start the HTTP service. Sudo system ctl start httpd service. Alright, so and then we're gonna make a system ctl enable enable httpd. So finally let me check for the sudo system ctl tus httpd. Now http service is running on the port 5004. Alright, so we finished for the app server 1. So here mean mean TCP sockets and mean like number report 5004, 5003, 8086, something like that. So L means listening sockets, right? L means listening. So P means process, the service name that is using the port number. Alright, so let me go to the terminal 2. Terminal 2 is no matter is it. Let me go to the app server 2 ssh cv steve stapp step o2. So say yes. Oh, sorry. So the password is this one. Alright, so I'm gonna paste there. So let me check the http service status. Alright, I will copy this comment. I will not type anymore. Alright, so the password again, and okay. Alright, so in app server 2 http service already running, but let me check again the http listening ports. So which command do we have to use? We're gonna have to use vim. This command line do we use? So listening port is correct 5004, so we don't need to change anything right here. So we will escape it and without saving to A. So let me escape from app server 2 and let me go to the app server 3. So it's hp and then banner stapp step 03. So we say yes. So the personal name is B Grain. Alright, so I paste there. So let me first this listing imports on app server 3. Alright, so listing import is, I think, yeah, same, stay the same. So we don't need to modify anything right here, so I will escape it, semicolon to be 2A. So and then let me check the status of the httpd service on app server 3. Alright, so I'm gonna paste there. So banner password is big green again. So on app server 3 is the same. The service is actively running on the apps on the service port 5004. So everything stay correct. They are working properly right now. So just only on the app server 1 we found an issue and we fixed it. Okay, so we finished for this list. So finally let me check it out for the. Alright. So yeah, we succeeded. So in this lab we're just only checking that sub is if sub is running or not, and we check the port number related with listing imports. So that's it. Alright, so thanks for watching. I will catch you in the next video. I will start my video right here.